This week in the headlines, a devastating fire at Parliament. Lindiwe Sisulu attacks the judiciary and proposed electricity hikes push South Africans over the edge. In a shocking announcement, Eskom has applied for an electricity tariff hike of more than 20%. This increase is far above the inflation rate, making it simply unaffordable for many South Africans. DA-led governments across the country have called on Eskom to withdraw this proposed hike. It is unfair, it is unjustified, and frankly, it is avoidable. Join the DA's fight against this devastating electricity hike by signing our petition now at notoincreases.co.za. notoincreases.co.za. South Africa's democratic institutions are seemingly under attack. Firstly, a massive fire ravaged Parliament, the very seat of legislative power in South Africa. And then our Constitutional Court was attacked under dubious circumstances. While the jury is still out on the motives of these attacks, the DA has called for an independent forensic investigation into the fire at Parliament. What we do know is that prior to this fire, a report was released to Parliament highlighting the many fire risks to the building. This report was ignored and its recommendations were not implemented. It is clear that heads must roll, starting with the Speaker of the National Assembly, Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula, the Minister of Police, Bheki Cele, and the Minister of Public Works, Patricia de Lille. Only by holding those accountable will we ensure that a tragedy like this is never to be repeated. And speaking of attacks on our democratic institutions, the ANC factional battles have led to Minister Lindiwe Sisulu launching an unprecedented attack on the judiciary. In an opinion piece, the Minister of Tourism insulted judges, calling them mentally colonized Africans and blaming them and the Constitution for the ANC government's failures to deliver basic services to the people. And after a stern dressing down from the acting Chief Justice, Raymond Zondo, Sisulu still proceeded to denigrate our Constitution further. It is disgraceful that a member of cabinet would openly undermine the foundations of our democracy in this fashion. Our judiciary has always acted independently and fairly, and it can't simply be used as a punching bag in the ANC's factional wars. With all schools open from today, the DA wishes all learners a successful academic year. However, unnecessary COVID-19 regulations continue to have far-reaching consequences on all aspects of learner development, which includes learner nutrition, their well-being, their mental health, but most importantly, their education. The DA has called on the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, to do away with these regulations. No child of school-going age should be at home due to irrational regulations. Minister Motshekga must ensure that no learner is left behind by fully opening schools. And finally, while we all know that the Deputy President often goes to Russia to get his medical help, it seems that the country's only machine that prints driver's licenses also needs to go international for repairs. To make matters worse, this is the one and only machine in the country. That's right, there's only one machine in the country designated for this function. It means that hard-working, law-abiding citizens are now expected to fork out additional money to pay for temporary licenses whenever this machine breaks and whenever it's sent international for repairs. My folk fikile, this is pathetic, even for you.